So we're going to have a look at the problems that Illustrator kicks up when we're trying to do observed and inferred boundaries. I think this is quite a useful little workaround, and hopefully it'll be of some use to a few of you. So first thing I'm going to do is just draw a shape that we can work with. Just a simple shape which is going to represent an outcrop. I'm just going to change the colour of this just so you can see what's going on, and we'll zoom right in on this. Okay, so the problem that we've sort of discussed is that if I want to style up the contact on this, let's say we've got an observed contact, which is fine, that's all well and good if it is in fact an observed contact all the way around. The problem is that perhaps from this point here, where you can see the little black arrow, down to maybe this point here, is potentially an an inferred contact. So we click on that, it changes the whole thing. So we want to be able to style up sections of the path in different styles. So there is a workaround. I'm going to get rid of that border off that one for a second. So we're back to our outcrop. I'm going to copy and paste that, and I'm just going to change that to just a plain black border for the time being. We're going to move this over, and I'm working with smart guides on, so you'll notice there as I'm hovering about, when the word center comes up in that bright green, you can just about see it, we're right on top of it. Okay, so let's say we're going to want to make this whole section round to here an inferred boundary. The way we do that, or the simplest way that I've figured out to do it, is by using the scissors tool. So that's in your toolbox alongside the eraser tool. So if you go over to your toolbox, click and hold, and then select the scissors tool, what happens is you get a tiny crosshairs. Now I'm aware of the fact that you can't see that at the moment because for some reason video screen recording just doesn't like crosshairs, and you can't see it. But what you will see is when I move my crosshairs over a point on that line, that path, you'll see the word path come up in a bright green. So I'm going to click on that point, and you'll see that it's brought up some little handles, and it's made an anchor point there. I'm going to go all the way around down to here, and again you can probably just about see where the word paths come up, and I'm going to click on that. Now I'm going to go back to my selection tool, and what you'll find that's happened is the scissors have, as scissors do, chopped that line out. And and I've just moved it out just so that you guys can see what it's actually done. And what that allows us to do is change the style of that particular contact to inferred or highly inferred, or whatever you want. But it means that we're independently of the rest of the path, we can change that style. So that seems like a fairly good workaround for me. You can do it anywhere along the path, so I'm just doing this quickly, but you'll see again I've just selected a couple of points down there, just showing you what it's done. Drag it out there. That again, we're now able to change the style of that small section. There are one or two things which are a little bit odd. If, for example, I wanted to do this, you know, just a small point over here, what I've actually done, what the bit that I actually wanted to be inferred was this bit, but the direct select has automatically selected that bit. So you just need to be a little bit careful about which bits you've done. Let's just try another one here. You'll see where the green, the word you've got intersect or path comes up there. I'm going to click on there and there, and I'm going to go back to my selection tool, and for some reason it selected this bit. I wanted that bit. It's a quirk of Illustrator which, for the life of me, I can't work out why it's done it, but you know, there you go. Scissors tool. Scissors tool is it's a reasonably good workaround for our contact style problem. So you know, give it a go. Have a play around with it before you actually do your map. Draw a simple shape like this is probably the best thing to do, and get used to how the scissors tool works. It basically just chops up the path and allows you to change little bits and bobs. But once you've used it for a bit, it's fine. It's probably the most effective way of doing it. Yeah, that's it. I mean, yeah. Any questions? Drop me an email, whatever, but hopefully that kind of helps you out a little bit. Obviously, if anyone finds a better workaround, let me know.